Greetings and welcome, minions, to another episode of Let's Play Dungeons 3. Alright, the portal spell has recharged. Let's get back out in the field, if I can.
Turn back to good, my
replace
child.
it.
Unfortunately, I'm finding the torture just a little distracting. Ah!
Alright. Unfortunately, my undead are not quite recharged, but I don't have time to wait for that. And I can't make the thing more restful. And I just give them a shield for now. Alright. Because we are running out of time, and I kinda don't want to let Thalya die, if I can help it. Alright, let's kill these rogues first before they become too much of an annoyance. Alright. Well, critters. And let's summon in a lich. And a vampire if I can. Well, that can wait. Right, a book. Life Improvement Epic. Tokuk. You can be epic. Alright, any spawner buildings here? Not that I can see.
It's payday.
Alright, let's all gather together. We need to kill some cannon. Damn. Well, an undead is fine.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Right now is really a bad time for that. Tell them to take a number and I'll be right back.
Defend the dungeon heart.
Well, no wonder my cemetery has been so poorly. Alright, let's get the vampire in there. Alright, please resurrect something. Alright, you can finish doing that for a bit. Just a few minutes of recuperation probably won't hurt.
Turn back to good, my child.
Unfortunately, I'm finding the torture just a little distracting. Ah!
Alright, I think that's enough resting. Everybody out.
Talia was almost within reach of the coming to the rescue evil's army. Now was a really good time to think about what to do about Tanos.
Well, let's cut him off from his supplies.
Talia would not be able to take much more purification, that was certain. The deadline facing evil had to hurry.
I am hurrying. Can't you see? I'm running as fast as I can.
Do I really have to do everything myself? I'm busy trying to convert my foster daughter to good through severe torture. Can't you see that? So be it. You'll be easy prey for the goddess. Die, scum! Tanos threw himself at the absolute evil's army. He wouldn't need long to deal with them, but he was distracted, and Talia was able to free herself from his mental prison.
Must flee. Must reach the dungeon heart.
Alright. Too difficult, but of course all my minions have died, that's fine. The undead will rise themselves, and they will raise everyone else.
There was a spell that would take me direct.
Daughter, don't do that! Do not let evil take hold of you again! Stay with me!
Thank you, but I can do without your conversion by torture. But I won't forget it. You will pay for that, and that's what my good side has to say.
With these words, Talia threw herself on the dungeon heart and was teleported away by the tactical evil. Talia was still no match for Tanos, but the sly evil already had a plan.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be suitably epic. Let's continue on.
Two sides of the medal. The helpful evil had freed Talia from her foster father Tanos' tortures. But another confrontation was inevitable. Talia had to be prepared for it.
Yep. Well, nothing new, so guess we have all the tools we're ever gonna need.
The teleporting evil had freed Talia from Tanos' torture chamber and sent her to a distant location.
Yeah. Thanks for that, by the way.
Quiet, I'm having one of my excessive monologues. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Freed. Talia wondered what she was supposed to do here.
Yeah, what am I doing here anyway?
I said quiet. Supposed to do... The planning evil had teleported her close to Mount Destiny. There she would have to face the tests to become a real lightsaber wielder. A true evil.
And don't worry, she wouldn't have to carry the well-nourished evil on her back. But the road to Mount Destiny was lined with 2 thriving cities. For better or for worse, these would first have to be dealt with.
Well, good and evil are concepts defined by the viewer. From his fanatical, crazy view of the world, Tanos probably still thinks that he is a champion of good. Oh, you mean we could be the good guys in the end then? Sure, why not? So now pull yourself together. There are heroes here to be thrashed and tortured.
Doing a stellar job of being good there, then, hmm? But really, that's just about all the lesson that Thalia is gonna take from her little side adventure with Tanos. And it's pretty much as much character growth as you can expect. That her good side, the side we don't care about anyway, doesn't like Tanos anymore. Yay! Victory! Ah well. Let's just enjoy the game for what it is. Can't really expect too much. Alright, that should tide us over for now until we can get some evil going. Got a lot of areas to conquer. And never enough time in the world, especially considering how little space we're given. In between this portal, and this entrance, there's really not any room to expand. So we'll have to be somewhat clever with our room planning. I mean, it doesn't have to be genius, but it does need to be somewhat considerate. Alright, I think probably the first order of business is try to find a way to loop the entrance of these things around so that they will take a little bit longer. Set up some traps that way. Can't really rely on the serpentine path I've been using up until now, because that's not really all that practical in this particular instance. Then again, no, that could still work. I mean, alternatively, I could have this loop all the way back over here. That would probably work. Let's start planning for that. Alright, set up a gold mine over here. Alright, this is all set up. Some more snots, please.
The local heroes were not as deaf as was thought, and so the dungeon under their feet had not escaped their notice. With Tanos having deemed the failure to attack evil creatures as high treason, they hurried to attack the dungeon as quickly as possible.
Just let them come. We'll cut them up, chop them up, and pour lye into their eyes.
Sure, Talia. Sure.
Your creatures have inadvertently dug into a dragon's nest.
Oh, damn. That's just regular dragons.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Alright. Let's get set up.
Your dungeon heart is under attack. Payday.
Oh, hey!
Alright. I do kinda need this chamber, but for that I will need well more protection. Definitely some more units. Alright, at least we got some zombies, that'll help. Alright, can I at least set up the room? Well, partially. Whoops. I mean, luckily the enemy heroes can't dig. That would have made this stuff so much more difficult. Alright. Room for 4 more critters. That's fine. Yeah, they won't even go near it. Like, fine, then don't. You keep getting distracted. Alright, so this is done. Plenty of boxes.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yes, there are. Well, we are sort of ready for them.
Death to all that is good. Ouch!
That's a tough ranger. Alright, let's clear out these dragons.
Shoot him. Evil is unstoppable.
And we'll continue this next time. Thank you for watching.